Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. This is Master FX Shifu from the Universal Forex Dojo. Now, before we hop onto the live stream, let's take a look at our wushu and then we can hop on.
Automate your entire trade management process with the most advanced tool on the market. Remove emotions, perfect execution, all instruments. Trade the Asian session, London session, and New York session in your sleep. Spend less than 2 hours on charts and allow the wushu to trade for you through all sessions. Wushu 2.0 features auto place, stop orders, auto break even, auto partials, auto trail stop, proprietary auto exit strategy. How it all works. Step 1. Analyze your charts and set up your trade ideas. Step 2. Input your trade setups, entry point, stop loss, and risk. Step 3. Go about your day and let the wushu do all the work through all sessions. Summary. The wushu will position size for you, auto place stop order, move stop to break even, take partials for you, trail stop, limit max loss for the day. Auto hedge new feature. The Wushu 2.0 Auto Hedge Mode will hedge every position you take. It will manage the 2 positions using the Dojo proprietary exit mode. The Wushu will proceed to close the losing position and take profits from the winning position. The Wushu 2.0 Auto Hedge Mode is set to close at 1.5 R of every position it takes. Take your trading to the next level with the Wushu 2.0. Get our tool, uniforexdojo.com. info@uniforexdojo.com.
Awesome, guys. Awesome, guys. I hope you guys have checked that out. I hope it doesn't buffering there. But yeah, that is our Wushu 2.0 and moving forward from there. Other than that, let's hop on to today's session and see what we can take advantage of and hopefully get some setups. I know yesterday we had 2 losses and that didn't work for us, but it's the market. Manage your risk and you should be brilliant moving forward. Good morning, Run Fanatics. How is your day so far? Do drop your pairs on the side there, guys. Drop your pairs that you want me to analyze, and then can get started and take advantage for the day. Meanwhile, I'm just going to give you guys some valid setups. And remember, this free session, we're only going to cover 4 instruments and then take it from there. Okay. This is a setup from yesterday. Still valid, by the way, guys. Still very valid. So you can keep this in mind. I am going to put an alert on it. So if you do want to see how we got to it, you can hop onto the Trading Nut live stream, and then you'll see how we got to this specific setup. It is still currently going up, so hopefully it should get into our zone, and then we'll trigger a nice sell stop and take it from there. Okay, I see D here wants us to look at US 100, so let's hop on to US 100. And then we've got Copy Red wants us to look at EJ. And then Team D says US 30 and GB. Are you talking GBP USD? If so, or GBP JPY, just confirm that for me. US 30, I just did a bit of a rundown on it now. So you can actually just rewind a bit and you should be good. Okay, let's hop on to US 100. Now, while you're at it, can you drop me, guys, where you guys are from? And let's see how that goes. Where are you guys from? Okay, I'm going to start this one from scratch. See where we are. Okay, so usually with indices, what I'd advise you to do is to always try and understand where your daily zone is. And once you've got this, you know exactly where your daily zone is, you are able to actually avoid some funny traps. You are able to foresee what's happening in the zone, and you're able to basically make a run for it or avoid getting into those zones. For example, now with US 100 on the daily, this specific zone here, the 11535, it's a very, 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 very interesting zone. It's sensitive, mainly because of what happened here around November last year. So you should expect price to react, because now a couple of days ago, on Monday or Friday, the first price literally went down there, retraced from it, respecting the zone a bit. And that should be the first indicator that this zone is special. So whatever you do around it should also be very special. So avoid that and you should be good. Okay. So just by, this is a zone that we got. Let me remove that. Sorry about that. This specific, I'm just going to remove that. Hop into the zone and see if we can get a decent move. Already we know that overall we are bearish. Overall we are bearish. So keep that in mind. Whether this zone is going to react again and push the price up is something we don't know, but we are going to try and scrutinize it to a point where we can find a good entry point and take it from there. Okay, go deeper into your time frames. Nothing good there. Got some gaps here. Let's see how the 30 is looking. I see you've got Los Angeles, London, South Africa, UK. Yeah, that's a nice spread. Nobody in the Asian side. I don't see any Asian side. Yeah, no Asian side. Nothing in Australia. New Zealand, we need to up our game a bit and get more and more people from that side of the world. Okay. Here's 100. I'm not seeing anything decent in this lower time frames. It's still working around this range here, which I'm not liking. There's Indonesia. There's, oh, Indonesia. Okay. Okay. Perfect, man. So we do have Asia. Okay. There's nothing good in here. Okay, let's go back to the hourly. We're not going to force trades, by the way, guys. We're not going to force trades. We really need to find structure. We need order blocks. We need break of structure. And then we need a good target to work with away from your key zones, key levels. And we should be good. Okay. Nothing decent there. So based off this one here, I'm just going to give you a bit of a bigger one. This is based off this daily, by the way, guys. You're looking after Asia for me. Perfect, perfect. Don't forget to like this stream, guys. So just based off this, we know we are bearish. We are bearish. We do have a break here, and we do have a setup. This is on the daily, by the way. We do have a setup on this OB going to the downside, but we also know that on this zone here, it's very sensitive. So we are going to try to find a potential buy as well inside there, and hopefully try to take advantage of that. So we're going to have two setups here. Okay, perfect. Still that OB here. We need to find an unmitigated one. Let's take a look at the hourly. Okay, this one is still good right here at the bottom. Nothing unmitigated here at the top. So we need to refine until we get a good one. There's just this one only so far. Then let's go deeper into price. The bottom is still okay. The top, we are still good. Okay, there's one here. There's an unmitigated OB. I hope you guys can see it right there. Okay, and then just hop deeper and deeper. Let's go into the 15. This one is not mitigated, but we can probably work with it. There we go. That is mitigated though. That's going to be a tricky one. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. And then the top side, refining it a bit more. And we are finding another unmitigated OB, still taking the highs. Go deeper again. Go deeper again. And let's look at the bottom side. This one is mitigated. This one is not. So, okay, we are finding something. There we go. Beautiful. So we've got a nice one on the hourly. So the top one is the one that's giving us a bit of a challenge. So let's go back. I see Chris asking what's the cost of the wushu. We have it on promo. Once it goes out, it is going to be going for $699. We're going to have it on promo now, along with the boot camp for, I think it was $599. I'll just double check. You can just drop us an email. I think they'll just drop you a bit of a promo email for that. And it does come with 3 months of the advance signals. So you can take advantage of it and see how it works. Okay, here's another unmitigated OB. So just to answer, Junaid Adams here, what's an unmitigated OB? So these are order blocks. So what I've been working around now, refining here, I was refining an order block. Unmitigated order block is one way it hasn't been that cleared. So for example, when price leaves an order block like this one here, let me just show you quickly, like this one here, it will eventually come back to clear it. So it did do that with this candle here. Came back to basically tap into it, clearing it. This order block here, price did come back to mitigated. This order block here, mitigated. This one here, mitigated. So when price comes back into that region to clear it, that's what an unmitigated order block is. So right now, what we are doing is looking to find entries at unmitigated order blocks because we're expecting price to come back into it and mitigate it. So in that mitigation, that's where we get in. That's where we enter the setup and enter the trade. Okay, so this is what we have on US 100. We've got a daily sell based on the daily. You need to understand, by the way, just use both. So we've got the daily sell, which is this one here at the top, based off the daily. This one agrees with the overall structure, by the way, guys. There we go. And then we've got this buy here. Now this one is literally only focusing on the daily key levels, specifically this zone over here. So this one, you have to be careful of it because you could get wicked out as well. So you've got these two setups on US 100. So you'll have an alert in the middle. And then when price gets in there, you'll trigger your stop order. And remember, the way we trade, we really avoid limit orders, which gives us a bit of an edge over the market because our triggers will basically, our setups will basically be triggered by momentum, allowing us to actually start adjusting the position quicker than normal. So now if you are using the whoosh, of course, it will do that for you. But if you're doing it manually, once the alert triggers, you'll place your stop order. And then once you hit 1R, you'll move your stop to break even. Once you hit 2R or 3R, you'll close half the trade. And then you move the stop to 1R. Once it hits 5R, you close 20% of the trade. And then you move your stop to 3R. So that you can do manually. And of course, if you got the whoosh, it will do that for you. Okay, so that's the... There we go. That's the US 100 setup. Just going to open it as well. We've got the US 30 from yesterday, so it's still good. And then we need to look at two more setups. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. EJ from Gobi and GU from Team D. And then we need one more. We need one more. We need one more, guys. Okay. There we go. EJ. Move to that. Let's take a look at it. GU, if no one else picks one. Okay, I see gold. There we go. We've got gold. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. So EJ yesterday, it kind of played with our emotions. It really, really did. I don't know if the advanced guys got it, but we had a setup inside here, which literally got dismantled a couple of times, and eventually did go into our favor, but we were kicked out from the beginning. So I'm not sure if the other guys really got into this and went down with it, but it didn't work for us, unfortunately. So this was a loss. So I need to mark it. And the reason why I'm is to give me when I do my reviews, it kind of allows me to have an overall picture of how my trades have been going with a specific pair just by zooming out and taking a look. This bottom one is still valid, by the way, guys, still valid. Now we do have a potential one at the top. Let's see how that's going to work, because structure. So we could have, now we're going to have to really take into account this one here. But I doubt price will come back that far. I doubt it will. But it wouldn't hurt to refine it, go deeper into it, and try to, let's see, there we go. There we go. Nothing there. Let's see. Refine. I'm not getting anything clear there. There's only one here, which is still too far out. So I'll definitely not get into this one. So I definitely avoid the cells for now on EJ. But do keep the one at the bottom. Okay. Let's go to GU. Literally turned right before hitting our entry. That's a bummer, but it does happen. You can try focus on this area. But now, if you take a look at this point here, we've got a low breaker structure. Went all the way to the upside, retraced, respected this low. It's been ranging, so we should have a breaker structure here. And once we do have that BOS over there, we'll be looking at this zone here for potential OB to work with. And I'll just show you now quickly. This one right here, mitigated by this candle here, and this one here. Let's go deeper into it. There we go. There's a beautiful one right there. Let's refine a bit more. Okay, so it's safe to say we can look at this one. We've got two unmitigated candles, actually one, which is this one here. Okay, so go back into the hourly. And then we have, okay, let me just move that a bit. Perfect. We'll drop that over there. Drop that over there. Then we have this setup. And remember now, this is highly dependent on a breaker structure here. So you really have to watch when you set it up. Don't just trade it without meeting these requirements. So it'll be this point over here, that point over there. So you'll have your breaker structure first. So what I'm essentially saying is we are most likely going to see something like this. Something along these lines. So you had this move to the upside, retraced, breaker structure, retrace, respecting that zone. We need another breaker structure. Doesn't matter where it turns, but it has to break the zone. Once it breaks it, we want it to come back into this order and then pick it up. So the only time that this will become invalid is if price goes below this point before breaking this one here. So just keep that in mind. Keep that on your notes. Just ensure that first price breaks this zone over here. And just put a mark here. First break that. And once it does break the zone, you put your order, or rather you put your alert and wait for price to get into the zone. And then you have your buy stop. And if it gets into the zone and goes below the 125077 level, then you're going to mark your setup as invalid and you're going to stay away from it. I hope that makes sense, guys. So there we go. So I've put my alert at the top. And then if it does give me the alert, and then I'll come back and take a look and input these onto the Wushu, of course. That's how you want to be trading it. And remember, our setups are valid literally the whole day. So when you come back tomorrow, ideally what you want to do, probably before the London session or before we start this live, just hop onto today's setups, take a look at what triggered, what didn't trigger, take a look at what happened, and then from there we'll review and then see what will happen in the upcoming sessions. So the ones we do, they literally are going to keep you from the London into the New York and potentially keep you into the Asian as well. Just need to avoid trading after the New York close because of the volume, of course. So your spreads will be affected. So try and avoid that. Okay. We're going to take a look at gold as the last one. And then, of course, more from there. Okay. Gold left us dismally yesterday, but now we see something decent forming. So we could have a potential sell inside here. And that's a very, very clear unmitigated OB, but you always want to refine it. And remember with gold, because of the spreads, you don't want to have it too tight. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Okay. Now we can go deeper into that one. Go back into the hourly. And remember, we still have a 4-hour setup on gold. So this one is still valid. Remember that. So you can mark this as well. Just keep it on your charts. And eventually price will come back into the zone. And when it does, you want to be waiting. And for now, based off the hourly, this is a setup that you are going to have. And remember now, because we're always trying to maintain a good, I'm going to show you another one just now. I can see it from just looking at this range here. You can see a very nice setup for me. I'll just show it to you guys. There we go. So you want to refine this. Couldn't find an OB, so I just go deep into it and then cut it from there. There we go. So you'd have a setup like that. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Let's move that. There we go. So it'll be something along these ranges. Always take the highs. You'll have your point over there. And then you'll have your point over there. Have your alert right in the middle. And then you'll be good. Now, if you hop onto a higher time frame, I'm just going to show you what I was just looking at now. Something I just saw now. I see David Rodriguez is asking, so once price gets into your POI, you set a stop. Yes, you do that. Unless you've got the Wushu, it does it for you. So with the Wushu, you just input your POI, and then when price gets into it, halfway into it, it'll automatically trigger your stop order. No limit orders, we don't want to get wicked out. And then it'll manage the trade for you. Okay. So with this 4-hour setup here, you can see that we had this BOS over here. We had price retracing, respecting the zone, another BOS. Now we're seeing it retrace. Potentially it will respect the zone. So if it does respect the zone, you could get a buy here, which could violate this entire setup and go all the way up, breaking the zone. So we're going to have a contingency plan for both. So what we're going to do now, this is based off the 4-hour. And remember, guys, just because the 4-hour is saying something doesn't mean the 1 hour is not. So keep that in mind. So always make sure that you can have multiple setups and multiple time frames. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay, so now we are refining. Okay, here's one. Okay, it's there's mitigated. Let's look at the 30. Okay, there's one right here. Always take the lows. Go into the 15. That one was mitigated, I think. Yep, by this candle over here. Go into the 5. This is the last one before you hop onto the London session, guys. Okay, stole that one. This one is not mitigated now, so we are good to go on that one. And I think we should be good on this setup. I hope I answered your question, David. I hope I did. Okay, perfect. Still a bit too big for my liking, but yeah. So this is your trading range from this low all the way to that. You always want to trade below the 50 mark. So keep that in mind. And then you'll have your buy right here. So you've got two setups on this gold one here. Let me just make this one a bit smaller. Then have an alert right in the middle there. And then you'll have your entry point and your stop loss. So this is how you'll be attacking this one. And remember now, nothing is stopping price from retracing, picking up your order, go back down, retrace a bit, go into your price, retrace from there, and then start doing that. Nothing is stopping price from doing that. So keep that in mind. Always have your risk in place and you should be good. Ideally, we risk 0.2% on every single trade. And of course, we're targeting higher RRs. We are just at 1R to break even. 2R if you're still new, 2R to close half, and then you move your stop to 1R. And if you are getting the hang of it, you only close half at 3R and then move your stop to 1R. And you just keep going with it. You just keep adjusting your stop. You never, ever, ever have a take profit. You allow yourself to be kicked out because you keep adjusting your stop and taking partials along the way. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's catch up again tomorrow, right before the London Open. Happy trading, guys, and do check out our Wushu, check out our bootcamp, and of course, we've got the Wushu and the bootcamp on promo for both going for, I think it's $6.99. Just have to double check. Check it out if you didn't get the email. Happy trading, guys. Cheers.